Hey everybody, this is Jay Moore with The Ordinary Christian. Today I want to just give you a little missional living question for you to ponder, a thought for you to consider. How do you know when your community is ready to receive Jesus? How do you know that your mission field, the harvest field in your community, is ripe, ready to be picked and come to faith in Jesus Christ? Well, I want to read you a passage of scripture taken out of Matthew chapter 9, starting with verse 35, and then we're just going to think about it for just a moment. This is a quick little video I want you to consider. But in Matthew chapter 9, starting with verse 35, it says, "Then Jesus went out to all of the towns and villages, teaching in their synagogues and preaching the good news of the kingdom, and healing every disease and every sickness. When he saw the crowds, he felt compassion for them, because they were weary and worn out like a sheep without a shepherd. Then he said to his disciples, 'The harvest is abundant, but the workers are few. Therefore pray to the Lord of the harvest to send out workers into the harvest.'" Now, we could talk a lot of different things about this, but today I just want us to think a little bit, real quickly, about that question. How do you know if your community is ready to receive Jesus? How do you know if they're ready to be picked, if the harvest field of your community is ready? Well, it comes back as Jesus is going from town to town preaching the good news of Jesus. He begins to see the crowd coming out to him. And it says that he felt compassion with them. There was something about them that caused him to, be compassionate about them. And listen how Jesus describes the crowd as they're coming out to him. He says, "Because they were weary, worn out, like sheep without a shepherd." Weary and worn out like sheep without a shepherd. And then he comes back and he says, "I tell you that the fields are white unto harvest." After seeing the crowds coming, weary, worn out like sheep without a shepherd, he makes the announcement, the declaration, "The fields are white unto harvest." Let me ask you a question. In your community where you live, are there any people who are just tired of the way life is going? Are they exhausted with life? Are they experiencing financial hardship? Are they experiencing physical difficulties? Are there relationship issues? Are there addictions that are going on, and people are becoming desperate for something to change in their life? They're beginning to think there has to be surely more to life than what I've been experiencing. If that's the case, if they're beginning to look, in your impression, weary and worn out, that is the sign that your community is ready for Jesus. As a matter of fact, as you're out looking for people, as you're out sharing with people, look for the people who are weary. Look for the people who are worn out. Look for the people who are desperate for a change in their life. Because it's those people who are ready to say, "You know what? I think I want to give God a chance." Your fields, are they white? You decide. Take care. We'll talk to you again later on The Ordinary Christian. Have a great week. God bless.